I had a bad experience with my early childhood learning and teacher who would punish me by hitting me with a stick for mistakes. This was because I had trouble pronouncing certain alphabets and sounds like to, ka, so, sa, sword. It was due to my tongue burned when I was 5 years old. It was not long after the sad loss of my sister, and my father had just been released from jail. It was a beautiful sunny day, and Nana John's son's wedding party was taking place in our neighborhood. We called a neighboring older woman Nana John, which means grandma, because she was a kind woman, always gave us sweets and told us stories. I still remember the wedding scene where women were gathered and were happy, wearing colorful clothes. Some of the ladies were singing and dancing in front of decorated stage, and the presence of a bride wearing a white bridal gown and a groom wearing a white shalwar kameez, which is long shirt and a trouser. On that day, for a few minutes, me and Nana John's grandson, who was around my age, and my friends, we went outside to play, and suddenly bombs and rockets started falling down from somewhere, causing destruction all around us. When I arrived at the scene, I was shocked to find that many people, including the bride and groom, had died on the spot. My pregnant mother was injured and had bleeding from her head. She delivered a premature baby later and suffered from severe headaches for many years. After a few hours, the soldiers came and were searching for homes. My friend started stoning them. He was shot and died in front of my eyes. I ran into a neighboring house and saw Nana John sitting in front of that gate, holding a long gun. She pointed me to hide beside the gate, and I sat there. In a few minutes, a soldier entered the house, and Nana John shot him, and the soldier fell. The Nana John was pointing at me for picking the gun of soldier. I was confused and unable to do anything. I saw another soldier enter and shot Nana John. The soldier pointed his gun toward me. I don't remember further what happened, but my mom said that we had moved that night to another district where my paternal aunt lived. I was silent. I didn't speak a word for more than 3 months. I had nightmares, screamed at sleep, did not eat, always hugged my mother, and constantly cried. One day, a group of Bedouin women arrived at my aunt's village to provide traditional treatments with burning and needling methods. My aunt had been experiencing chronic pain in her leg, which had been affecting her ability to work and walk. To help relieve her pain, an incision was made on her small toe, and then the toe was bound with salt and burnt cotton. My aunt instantly felt pain free and could walk normally again. She was overjoyed and brought me to the women, telling them I had not spoken a word for 3 months. They opened my mouth by force, and put hot metal or something on my tongue that burned my tongue. And I screamed. At that time, my mother came and saved me from those women. A few months later, my family moved to Pakistan. Upon our arrival, my father took my sister and me to mosque to begin learning. In the mosque, children sat in a circle with two teachers, an older man teaching the girls and a young man teaching the boys. The older man was very kind, but the young man used a stick and would beat me when I struggled to pronounce certain sounds and alphabets. This made me stop going to the classes. One day, my mother cooked sweets and asked my sister to take them with a handmade scarf to the older man and asked if I could study with him. When I started studying with the older man, I intentionally lowered my voice on those alphabets that I couldn't pronounce well because the older man had a hearing problem and struggled to hear well. I continued using this technique for a long time until I completed my studies there.